Stop misleading seniors. Hello everybody, this is Strong Healthy Seniors. I'm Bill. Today I want to talk to you about something very important to me. It's the reason I started this channel is because I see so much misinformation out here, and I've been a victim of that myself. And I've found out some things that I want to share with people that I think will help improve health. And let me talk to you about that today. Now, I am the originator of the 1 Million Seniors Strong campaign, the challenge to help as many people as possible in this world to get their health back, to prevent and fight chronic illnesses, and in many cases reverse them. So there's ways we can do this, and it's not easy, I know that. And this, what I'm talking about misleading people is people out here that are quoting studies and statistics saying that demanding exercise programs are where seniors need to be to benefit themselves. Well, here's the truth. Also, I want to point out that I'm the creator of the 1 rep workout, 1 repetition workout. And so I want to tell you today the fact that exercise should not be so difficult. And here's why. Did you know that less than 15% of seniors 65 years and older are engaged in an exercise program? That's sad. Here's some more statistics for those that like statistics out there. Over 40% of people, of seniors, are completely inactive. 80 to 85% of seniors 60 to 65 years old have at least one chronic illness that they're dealing with. 85 to 95% of seniors 60 to 65 have at least one chronic illness. 65 to 80% have 2 or more chronic illnesses to deal with. This includes hypertension, arthritis, cancer, heart disease, diabetes. These are terrible diseases that people are dealing with and facing. A high percentage of our population, seniors. So when you look at the fact that very few people are exercising, and we know that exercise can help these conditions. I see a lot of people with statistics and all, and a lot of young people that maybe imagine that it's different when you get older. And when I was their age, I see some of these people are in their 50s maybe. Well, when I was in my 50s, I was doing pretty good too. 10, 20 years makes a big difference. If you saw a picture of me 10, 20 years ago, you might not even recognize me. Things change rapidly as you get older, and it gets harder and harder to do things. To me, fitness for seniors is kind of like getting a car going, moving a car. You can't just pick it up and carry it. And these when you quote these statistics about that seniors need to be doing these demanding exercise programs, it's like putting a brake on the car. Who can do that? The emergency brakes on, you can't move the thing. No, you can't. We can't do that. So we got to take the brake off. We got to tell people that it has to be easier. It actually has to be easy to get people started, because it's not easy. It's not easy when you're dealing with these serious health issues to just take a step in that direction. To just take a step. It's not that easy just to get up and move. People. And then you've got obstacles in the road. There may be a rock. It's like an illness there. And you've got to get over it. But you got to start this car and just push it. That's all. You push it, get it going. And once you get it going, it starts to go easier, doesn't it? And these obstacles in the road get fewer and fewer, because we might reverse some of these diseases we have, and we might get our health back. We might get this car going again. So that's what I'm talking about today, about just getting started with an exercise program. Now, I do an exercise program that I said is one repetition workout, 1 rep workout. Eventually it evolves into a 1 perfect rep. To begin with, though, we're just going to try to do 1. And if you get approval from your doctor to do an exercise program, if you can't do 1 repetition, then really you just can't do 1. So this is the very beginning, and it's where we should begin. We shouldn't begin with some elaborate, demanding exercise routine somebody comes up with for an older person to try to do on a consistent basis. And people, consistency is the key. It's not starting one of these strenuous exercise routines, being fatigued or overtraining or getting injured, or, and then you have to stop, and it's hard to get started again. This cycle, this is why nobody can do it. It has to be easier, people. I don't see anybody out here with any solutions. They've all got advice about it. And they're making money on a YouTube channel. And these are doctors. What kind of doctors are these? Kind of wonder. But, exercise has to be easier. And once we get going, once we get started, then we can progress. And, we can get our health back. We can. I've done it. I've been down. I've got a chronic health issue. I won't say one, but I do. And it's not severe, But, people with heart disease and cancer and diabetes, they're dealing with a lot. But exercise can really help things. And we should at least just try. And, a lot of times we think of strength as being, muscles and power. And, strength to me is the ability to show up. It's the ability to, even though you may not feel that good that day, just come in and try. Just come and give it an effort. That's all. And that takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of strength, but with consistency, that is amazing. That is it's practically a miracle what consistency can do. See, you have to give your body a chance to adapt. And only with this consistency can we adapt properly. It has to be slow, but if we improve our nutrition, and I talk about that here a lot, improve our nutrition, give it a little effort, give it an honest effort. Do what you can, that's all. I'm not saying we have to do a whole lot every day. No. The key to it is just, it is nice to have a goal. And there's a goal of 150 minutes per week of moderate physical activity, about 30 minutes per day. I have an exercise routine I'm going to show everybody. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes. Well, that way you've got that, a structured exercise. And then you'll find another 15, 20 minutes in your day as you begin to feel better and you get more ability to do physical exercise. Where's that statistic I had? There's a statistic that over 40% of people are completely inactive. That's shocking to me. So we've got to get people at least doing something. And we can help people. And you know, there are individuals, we see them, and they document themselves on Instagram or different things, and congratulations to them. Rare individuals who are able to do strenuous, demanding exercise, and they look fantastic and who knows how sustainable this is, but long enough to take a nice picture and get some notoriety on. But for the majority of people in this world, let's face it, to get people started, it has to be something doable. It has to be something that's possible for people to do. And I'm here for that. I'm here to get you started. Now, the exercise routine that I do, it's a full body routine. It's very basic exercises. It's done at a very slow pace, very controlled. It's very safe. It's very easy. The thinking behind it, to begin with, I just was determined to exercise. I'm that way. I'm just determined. I'm determined to do something. So I would come down. I would just do one thing. I said, well, I'm going to at least do one thing. I can do that. And I would do it. And I found out I would do it every day. And I found out little by little, I'm feeling better day by day. And then I would add, it took a little time, but it goes by fast. Maybe the next week I'd do a couple. And then the next week after that, I would keep going. And I would just increase slowly. But in a short while, I was up to, it was probably a couple months, but it goes by fast. In a couple months' time, just starting out very slowly. Just getting that car moving. It starts to go. And now, in a couple months, I'm starting to feel pretty good. And a lot of these joint pain and all that I was having, it would vanish. So I know that this works. So I would take each of these exercises, and instead of doing hundreds of repetitions like some gym routines suggest, for seniors, if we just do one really good repetition of something, and I'll show you how to do that. There's a method to doing a really good form, a really good technique of one repetition, and it is a bit challenging. It gets a bit challenging, and you can feel it. But with consistency, day by day by day, doing this one really good repetition of an exercise. Sounds crazy. It sounds like it's not going to work, doesn't it? It does work. It does, because when I was doing these demanding exercise routines, now I keep a calendar, and I suggest that you track things. And I would write down on the calendar when I would do my routine. Well, when I was doing these demanding routines, I might be able to do it for a while because I'm just so determined. But then I would get a pain. I would get like shoulder impingement or a knee pain or hip pain or, just different things. Or maybe I would just be fatigued, or maybe I just couldn't climb that mountain every day. It's just too much. But when I came down to an easy routine that I could do consistently, I started marking all these days on my calendar. And I was so proud of it. It's an accomplishment, and you feel good about it, that you're doing it every day. And I'm talking about like maybe every day that you have planned to exercise, maybe 5 days a week, 3 days a week if you can, 1 day a week if you can, whatever you can do, just do it. So I found out that with this consistency, I was feeling so much better, and it's so easy, and it's safe and pretty. So anyway, I'm just saying that this is a way to accomplish this, and not just for me. I think that this is a way to accomplish these great things for many, many, many people. Like I said, now I might have a goal of helping 100 people, maybe 1,000 people. No, I want to help a million. I want to help millions of people. Because who is saying? Who do you see out here saying to just do one? Nobody. Unless it's powerlifting, but I'm not talking about powerlifting. I'm just talking about taking a step taking one step and getting going, get the car going. So, I hope you can see the wisdom in this. Please join me on this journey. I'm here for you. I'm gonna do a podcast, and I'm gonna be here every day for people. I'm gonna do the exercise routine with you, and you make it your own. Like I've got this equipment here that I use. I've used this for a long time. I really love it, and it's simple and inexpensive. You can just use a pair of dumbbells. You can use elastic bands. You can just use your own body weight, as long as you're moving. Just I'm just here to try to get people moving and try to get them going, and that's all. Because you never can get to a goal, a decent goal, unless you start out just to start moving. And that's all we're going to do here. So I believe that's all I have for today. I really appreciate you joining me today. Soon we'll be talking more about nutrition and things, and I think that'll help people a lot. But exercise is really the trigger. When you exercise consistently, it really helps to encourage you to eat better. You start to rest better. It just helps a lot of things. You'll start to, some of these illnesses you have will start to feel better. You might lose weight. You might start to breathe better, utilize oxygen better, all these different things. It takes time for your body to adapt, so let's give it time. Let's not try to push so hard. And, the reason I call this misleading is because when you present these goals of such demanding exercises for seniors, it's just not realistic. When I look around me at my loved ones, my friends around me that are dealing with terrible diseases, and they're just having trouble just even doing anything. So the thought of a demanding exercise program is not feasible for the majority of people in this world. It has to be easy, and it has to be consistent. So that's what we're here for, to help solve this problem, to help people to do something, just something easy, day by day by day, and get better and better and better. And who knows what we can accomplish. I think we can do great things together. So thank you for joining me here today. Again, my name's Bill. This is Strong Healthy Seniors, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.